So, this one's a little bit different. I have been wanting to make a game for a very long time, and I've finally made some progress. I'm amazing at procrastinating, so it's took me a while to get to the point of making this video, where I feel comfortable making this video. I'm making a FNAF fan game. It started off as something very, very different to what it is now. It was originally supposed to be completely detached from any part of the series that already exists. I was just going to be reusing certain characters and making some of my own, and that is no longer the case because I'm not good at writing stories. But I have transformed it in a way into an adaptation of the Fazbear Frights short story Count the Ways, the last short story in the first book. If you have read the story, you will probably be a little bit confused as to how that's going to function as gameplay. Spoilers for the story if you haven't read it, but at least 50% of the book takes place inside an animatronic, and that would not make for entertaining gameplay for the entire length of a game. So, I took a different approach. The game will not match the story of the book, but I'm not going to explain how or why, but I would suggest reading the book before playing the game once it's out. Hopefully, if I do this properly, it won't be necessary. It will tell its own version of the story without the need of the book, but it would be helpful if you went and read that first. I mean, in terms of the gameplay, so I've always thought that modern FNAF has struggled to incorporate the sit and survive, the FNAF 1 to FNAF 6 style gameplay, and that is, well, it's very evident in Security Breach. Those sections feel very shoehorned in. I wanted to keep that aspect in, and I think a lot of fan games have absolutely nailed that specific gameplay aspect, even in parts that aren't like checking doors, checking camera systems. So there are going to be mini games throughout. It's made in Unreal Engine 5, so it's going to have some 3D walking around, running, getting chased, but you will have mini games where you are sat with your mouse on screen trying to complete a task in the same style as, probably close to Sister Location rather than anything else in the series, because I mean that was always one of my favourite things, getting that sort of collection of mini games throughout as you play, including a sit and survive. So yeah, my goal was to have this combination of modern FNAF and old FNAF, because we've definitely ventured away from sit and survive, and I wanted to bring that back. So there will be a few of those events during the gameplay, and it was difficult to try and get these gameplay aspects around the narrative, because the narrative, obviously, I've had to craft something new to fit the game medium, and I think I've done pretty well with it. I feel like it's going to be quite fun to play. Obviously, this is the first game I've ever done, so pinch of salt on that, but I am very excited for people to see it. I've been posting screenshots and stuff all over our Discord, and people seem to be enjoying what I'm throwing out there. I'll show off this one PNG I've made for a minigame, an actual arcade style minigame that's going to be in there. That's all you're getting. Other than, I'm sure there'll have been screenshots throughout the video of like the development that will give an idea, but I don't want to give too much away, because obviously I want people to go through and experience it for themselves, try and understand what the narrative is, try and figure out the aspects of the narrative I'm not fully telling. Yeah, I think this is going to be fun, and a lot of people are going to be thinking, why FNAF for my first game, and simply because I've never had the ambition and motivation to get through developing a whole game before, and this is quite an ambitious one, to say the least, because I've been working on this for months already now. It is a franchise that keeps my interest. It has managed to do that for the past 10 years, and I don't see that stopping anytime soon. So I'm confident in letting myself just go through this, like, enjoy some ideas related to the series, and it's one of those things where, as I'm going through developing it, I'm not like, oh yes, I already know all this stuff. I know bits of Unreal Engine. I'm teaching myself as I go. Having it be based off something that I got a lot of enthusiasm for, it's helping me keep that drive going. But I do have ideas for games that are going to come after, and I have ideas of who I'd like to work with in the future. And who knows? I think I might try and make a Game Jolt page. We'll see. I'm not sure where I'm at entirely. I just wanted to get this video out there so I could say this is what I'm doing. I'm making a promise to both myself and to other people that there will be a game made by me eventually, and it will be based on this story that I enjoyed. Hopefully, I can create a narrative and gameplay that is enjoyable to other fans of the series. And I would love feedback on it once it is out, or ideas even. I am creatively bankrupt. No, I think the FNAF community is one of the most creative that I have ever stumbled across and been a part of. So I am happy to take on board ideas that other people would suggest. So if there is anybody who has read Kind of Ways or Fazbear Frights and has something they would like to see in a game, I am always happy to hear those ideas. But I have a pretty clear idea of what the final game will look like now. I know the narrative, I know how it's going to play, I know the structure of events, and I know what kind of gameplay I want. So I'm quite excited, and I think I've managed to put in quite a lot of hints and like Easter egg stuff already, and I'm nowhere near through the first stages of development, because a lot of this time has been spent trying to model and do all the nerd shit of getting ready. I mean, this project, I said this at the top of the video, but it had nothing to do with the Fazbear Frights series at first. It was labelled Fazbear Frights, but my own version of a story, like something that would be seen in the Fazbear Frights series. That is no longer the case, because the title doesn't even have Fazbear Frights in it anymore. It's just Five Nights at Freddy's Count the Ways. So the big question is, when will it be out? My camera just died, so maybe I just randomly swapped back to this one. When will it be out? I have no idea. Simply put, it is going to be a long process. I have never made a game before, so I can't even give an estimate. So keep an eye on the page, I guess. Keep an eye on the Discord. Join the Discord. Have you subscribed? Have you? You should have. Yeah, so sorry for just cutting back to the shit camera. I am excited. It will be out at some point, possibly even 2026. We don't know. I don't know. I say we as if it's me. I am making... There's nobody else involved in this creation. Yet. I may involve some other people, because I might want to do voice actors. But we will get to that eventually. Either way, I'm making a game. Go follow the Game Jolt page if it's up already. I'll put it in the description. Come and join the Discord where I can have a lovely chat with people about it. And if you are a game developer, give me any tips you've got about Unreal Engine, because that shit is confusing. Love you. Ooh.